Colson Baker, known professionally as Machine Gun Kelly, is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, and actor. He is noted for his genre duality across alternative rock with hip-hop. Machine Gun Kelly released 4 mixtapes between 2007 and 2010 before signing with Bad Boy Records. He released his debut studio album, Lace Up, in 2012, which peaked at number 4 on the US Billboard 200 and contained his breakout single Wild Boy. His second and third albums, General Admission and Bloom, achieved similar commercial success. The latter included the single Bad Things, which peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. His fourth album, Hotel Diablo, included rap rock. Machine Gun Kelly released his fifth album, Tickets to My Downfall, in 2020. It marked a complete departure from hip-hop and entry into pop-punk. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, the only rock album to do so that year, and contained the single My Ex's Best Friend, which reached number 20 on the Hot 100. He achieved similar commercial success with its follow-up Mainstream Sellout. Machine Gun Kelly had his first starring role in the romantic drama Beyond the Lights, and since appeared in the techno-thriller Nerve, the horror Bird Box, the comedy Big Time Adolescence, and portrayed Tommy Lee in the biopic The Dirt. Early life. Baker was born on April 22, 1990, in Houston to missionary parents. Baker and his family moved all around the world, and he lived in Egypt for the first 4 years of his life. He also moved to Germany as well as throughout the United States, in Chicago, Denver, and Cleveland. Baker's mother left home when he was 9 years old, and he and his father moved to Denver to live with Baker's aunt. Baker's father fought depression and unemployment. Baker says he had just 2 school outfits and that he endured bullying from children in his neighborhood. He started listening to rap in the 6th grade, when he attended Hamilton Middle School, a school with an ethnically diverse student body in Denver. While he lived in Cleveland, Baker attended Shaker Heights High School. The first 3 rappers that got him into the genre of hip-hop as a child were Ludacris, Eminem, and DMX, with Baker gaining interest in the genre after listening to DMX's We Right Here from the album The Great Depression. Career. Early career. In March 2009, while he was on the verge of getting evicted, Baker traveled to Harlem's Apollo Theater, where he had consecutive victories, making him the first ever rapper to win at the Apollo Theater. He recorded music in his home studio, which he refers to as the Rage Cage, and started to gain exposure when he was featured on MTV2's Sucker Free Freestyle, where he freestyled numerous verses from his Chip Off the Block single. In February 2010, he released his second mixtape 100 Words and Running, where he derived his catchphrase, Lace Up, which started as a mixtape interlude, before making it a prominent reference in his music. Despite his rising popularity, Baker found himself working at Chipotle to afford rent, as well as being kicked out by his father after high school. Baker soon also became a father. In May 2010, he made his national debut with the single Alice in Wonderland, which was released on iTunes and accompanied a music video along with the song. It was released via Blockstar's Music. The single earned Baker the Best Midwest Artist at the 2010 Underground Music Awards, and his Alice in Wonderland clip won Best Music Video at the 2010 Ohio Hip Hop Awards. He released his second mixtape in November 2010 titled Lace Up, which featured the hometown anthem Cleveland, which was then played at Cleveland Cavaliers home games and went on rotation on Z107.9 in Cleveland. The mixtape was recorded in 3 months in 2010 during a creative burst. Following the release of the mixtape, he was featured in the magazine XXL in 2011. He then appeared on the Juicy J track Inhale, which also featured Steve-O from the television series Jackass, in the music video. In March 2011, Baker participated in his first SXSW show in Austin, Texas, and at the show, he was approached by Sean Combs, who had offered Baker a recording contract with Bad Boy Records, which is associated with and has its content distributed by Interscope. Prior to the contract, he was featured on the 15-song Finally Home. 2012-2015, I Lace Up /I and I General Admission /I. None. 2016-2019, I Bloom /I, Feud with Eminem and I Hotel Diablo /I. None. 2020-present, I Tickets to My Downfall /I and I Mainstream Sellout /I. None. Musical style and influences. Baker's musical style has been mainly described as hip-hop, pop rap, and rap rock. His fifth album, Tickets to My Downfall, marked a change in sound and has been described as pop-punk and alternative rock. Baker cites DMX and Eminem as music influences, as well as listening to rock bands Guns N' Roses and Blink-182 during his youth. Baker cites these rap and rock artists as major musical influences. In an interview discussing his collaboration with DMX, Baker called the rapper his idol. He also stated that DMX's music helped him through his troubles while growing up, especially bullying. Acting career. Baker made his film debut in the 2014 romantic drama Beyond the Lights, where he played a shallow, self-important rapper named Kid Culprit. In 2016, he co-starred and co-executive produced the drama film The Land, a Cleveland set drama produced by fellow rapper Nas. The same year, he had a minor role in the techno-thriller adventure film Nerve with Emma Roberts and Dave Franco, and had a recurring role on the Showtime comedy drama series Roadies as Wes, a former Pearl Jam roadie. He played Felix in the 2018 Netflix post-apocalyptic horror thriller film Bird Box with Sandra Bullock, and portrayed drummer Tommy Lee in The Dirt, a 2019 Netflix biographical comedy drama about Motley Crue. He played the role of Newt in the 2020 superhero film Project Power opposite Jamie Foxx, and the following year, he co-starred with Bruce Willis and Megan Fox in the crime thriller film Midnight in the Switchgrass, and starred in the action western film The Last Son with Sam Worthington. Baker played the role of London Clash in the self-directed film Good Morning, released in 2022. Personal life. In his teens, Baker was in a relationship with Emma Cannon, with whom he has a daughter, who was born in July 2009. He is open about his use of cannabis and has claimed in many interviews that he smokes daily, describing it as a source of happiness and a way people can feel a little more love. He has frequently mentioned cannabis references within sources of his music and rap persona, making it a forefront of both his rap and personal character. For a period prior to the release of Lace Up he had an addiction to heroin. He was also a heavy user of cocaine and alcohol prior to 2020. In November 2020, Baker revealed that he had formed an addiction for Adderall, and is seeking treatment. In a 2012 interview, he stated that he identifies politically as an anarchist. Baker was in a relationship with model and actress Amber Rose for 2 months beginning in April 2015. He dated model Summer Rae from March to April 2020. Since May 2020, he has been in a relationship with actress Megan Fox after the two met while filming Midnight in the Switchgrass. On January 12, 2022, Fox announced that the two were engaged. Feuds. Baker's feud with Eminem began on May 7, 2012, when he wrote a tweet saying that Eminem's daughter Haley was hot as fuck, despite her being 16 at the time. In an interview with WQHT on October 19, 2015, Baker alleged this led to Eminem blacklisting him from a number of radio stations. On May 16, 2017, Baker performed a freestyle for KPWR, which featured a line referencing Eminem's supposed banning of him from Shade 45. On March 1, 2018, Baker featured on a verse of Tech and 9's song, No Reason. Shortly after, on August 31, 2018, Eminem released his diss track, Not Alike, where he claimed that Baker's verse on the song was about him. On September 3, 2018, Baker responded to this with his own diss track Rap Devil. On September 12, 2018, Eminem released an interview with Sway Calloway through his YouTube channel where he discussed his reason behind the feud. On September 14, 2018, Eminem released Kill Shot, in response to Rap Devil. On January 17, 2020, Eminem released the song Unaccommodating, which featured a verse directed at Baker. On March 17, 2020, Baker released the song Bullets with Names, featuring Young Thug, Rajam Law and Lil Duke, which featured a verse directed at Eminem. On December 18, 2020, Eminem released the song Nat. In this song, Eminem dissed Baker in the chorus. On December 15, 2021, Dr. Dre released a song titled Gospel off his new EP The Contract featuring Eminem and the DOC. In this song, Eminem dissed Baker again. Baker's feud with G-Eazy began after the end of G-Eazy's relationship with Halsey, when photographs of Baker and Halsey together surfaced. On July 18, 2018, G-Eazy revealed that he had bleached his hair blonde, which Baker alleged on Twitter was in an attempt to look like him. On August 30, 2018, G-Eazy released the diss track Bad Boy against Baker, who responded the next day in a freestyle performed for Hot 97. The same day, Baker tweeted side-by-side photos of the two, with the caption I fucked his girl now he looks like me this shit overbearing. In the track Kill Shot, Eminem defended G-Eazy and the two ended the feud in April 2019, through what NME described as an intervention by Eminem. In 2021, Baker engaged in a feud with Slipknot frontman Corey Taylor after being alluded to in an interview where Taylor stated, I hate all new rock for the most part, well, the artists who failed in one genre and decided to go rock. And I think he knows who he is, but that's another story. At Riot Fest in September 2021, Baker and Slipknot were scheduled to play on the same day and time, albeit on different stages. Baker took the opportunity to respond to Taylor's comments, beginning his set by asking the crew to light the crowd so he could see who chose to be here instead of with all the old weird dudes with masks. He later insulted the band again by stating, "You wanna know what I'm really happy that I'm not doing? Being 50 years old, wearing a fucking weird mask on a fucking stage, talking shit." Later on, Baker revealed on Twitter that Taylor was originally meant to feature on Can't Look Back, a song for Tickets to My Downfall, but the collaboration did not come to fruition because Baker thought the verse was fucking terrible and accused Taylor of being bitter about not being featured on the album. Taylor responded to the tweet by sharing screenshots of emails between himself and Travis Barker, producer of Tickets to My Downfall, that showed he was the one who respectfully declined to appear on the track due to creative differences. In response, Baker stated that he had simply wanted Taylor to rewrite his verse, reiterating his previous assertion that it was really bad. Taylor later addressed the feud during a fan Q&A in January 2022 where he claimed that Baker had started it. He went on to insult Baker's change in musical direction and told him to suck every inch of my dick. In July 2022, Baker admitted in his Life in Pink documentary that he regretted his feud with Taylor and wished that both of them handled the situation better instead of acting ridiculous. Backing band. Current members: Steve Bays Basil bass, keyboards. Brandon Slimks Allen keyboards, backing vocals. J.P. Rook Capoletti drums. Travis Barker drums. Justin Hughes Lyons guitars. Sophie Lloyd guitars. Former members: AJ Tyus guitars. Discography. Studio albums. Lace Up. General Admission. Bloom. Hotel Diablo. Tickets to My Downfall. Mainstream Sellout. Tours. Headlining tours. Hostile Takeover Tour. No Class Tour. Alpha Omega Tour. 27 World Tour. Hotel Diablo World Tour. Tickets to My Downfall Tour. Mainstream Sellout Tour. CO Headlining Tours. The Justin Bieber Big Tour. Filmography. Film. For film roles, he is credited as Colson Baker unless otherwise noted. Television. Video games. Internet.